Welcome back to Max Trades Crypto. Today we're going to be talking about the 4-hourly and 1-hourly scenarios on the chart. Starting on the 4-hour scenario is our main one to the downside, right? Where we have a 5-wave structure down. So if I were to give some information, we have something called a double 1-2. A double 1-2 is where we have a 5-wave structure with a clear 5-wave move in wave 3. So this is then counted as a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we have the big 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. You guys understand? So if we look at our chart at the moment, we have a double 1-2. We have a move down in 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and we are looking for one more drop in wave 5. So this is the possibility where we've now rejected off this area that we said in the previous video to reject from. We've rejected in this box and we are now heading lower. Whether this is longer corrective structure and we actually head back up and still range is to be chosen by the chart, right? But at the moment we can see we are rejecting off this box, rejecting off around the 382 level and are now heading lower. Right, we are looking for one more low in this wave 5. So we are looking to break around 80,558. That is our main scenario on this chart. If we were to use targeting for where would this wave 5 end up, we can take the entire length of wave 1 and wave 3 together, put it on wave 4, and we are looking at the 0.618 on the chart. If we look there, we are targeting around this 66,429. We can also invert, right, the 1.236 of our wave 4. And we can see these are the two targets. So around this target box of 77,500 to 66,429. Yes, that is a big box, and some of the targeting for the wave 5 is often very, very different. But these are the two boxes that we would look. But the minimum target is to take the low at $80,500. Now, if we move to our main 1-hour scenarios on the chart, we can see here that we still have the double 1-2 in process, right? The double 1-2 is invalidated when we take the low at $83,840. If we take this low over here, that double 1-2, that 1-2, 1-2 is invalidated, right? It is then that we are looking at a different structure. But at the moment, if we turn around and still go much higher, this is still valid. 1-2, 1-2. And that would be an expanding flat in ABC, right? Then, looking at the next scenario. Let me get rid of these lines. Looking at the next scenario, we have our diagonal, right? This diagonal is actually played out quite nicely. This is what we drew in the last video, so I can delete this. And it's played out quite nicely. We have a 5-wave structure up, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with wave 1 and wave 4 overlapping heavily. And wave 5 took the high of wave 3. Wave 3 took the high of wave 1. So there is a diagonal possibility here. That would mean we have a wave 2 now playing out. So this being a wave 1, 2, and then we are looking for much higher. In the wave 2, we can look at targets for the wave 2. The wave 2 targets sit at the 0.618 on average. 0.618, 0.78, and 0.5. We're looking for somewhere around here for our wave 2 to finish. Again, this is invalidated if we take the low at $80,400, right? So that is our diagonal scenario that is possibly playing out. Then, on our third scenario, we have where this is the wave 4. So this is nowhere looking towards the upside, and this wave 4 fits perfectly into our wave 4 scenario on our 4-hourly time frame, right? this would mean that we are heading much lower in that wave 5, targeting to take out that $83,400 level, right? That path is also what we drew on the previous video. So this is playing out at the moment quite nicely. We would need to see quite a spike in volume if this is possibly a 1 2 1 2 and then 3 4 5, and then we need to see another 2 and a spike in volume towards the downside for this wave 5 to play out. It is only, I think it's Tuesday today. What is it? Wednesday today. So therefore we would be looking at quite a week ahead, right? A week ahead of quite a bit of red. We've already had quite a bit of red in the stock market this week as well. So let's see how that plays out. Then on our last scenario for our wave 4 is that we are looking for one more move up. This is the corrective structure that I spoke about, where we have in a WXY, we always have 3 wave structures, right? If I were to draw it for you, always have 3 wave structures. And at the moment, we are looking at that exact thing. We are looking at 3 waves in W, 3 waves in X, 3 waves in W, 3 waves in X, and now we're looking for 3 waves in wave Y. That is kind of the structure that we are looking at. And we would then hit another longer wave Y and only then be coming down in that wave 5, right? That would mean this range extends quite a bit and it would chop up a lot of people. I think a lot of people are expecting for lower, and now the move has happened and we go a little bit higher and then only down. People would think, oh, this is going much, much higher. No, and then we come back down, right? So also a possibility on the charts. Lots of different hourly scenarios, but I would say our main one at the moment would be our standard. This range has ended, WXY, and this range has ended. We are done with this range and now we are heading lower. That is my main scenario. Before we get on to the trading possibilities, do subscribe to the YouTube channel down below and leave a comment or join your Discord so you can join and show your charting skills in the Discord channel. Now for trade possibilities on the hourly and 4-hour time frame. I think at the moment there was a trade possibility that I mentioned in the previous video that you can start shorting from these levels over here, right? Kind of targeting this move towards the downside. But that, I mean, you can still start shorting. It is not very good entry, right? You're very far past where we could have entered at around that 92, 93, and we're now sitting at 86.5. So I wouldn't recommend that. But on the 4-hourly time frame on our main scenario, at some point, whether this is an ABC to the downside, and big A, big B, big C, or this is a C to the downside and we go and start 5 waves up, at some point this range is going to end, right? We are going to see a move to the downside finish, and we are then going to see higher, right? So either being that B, C, so this A, B, C, this move over here, or being that this is finished and we move higher now in a 1 2 3, then you've made lots of money investing where this, in this area. So putting spot positions in this area is probably a good shout at the moment. You can then invest all the way down into the 60s, and if we have a wave B towards the upside, you would make quite a good percentage, possibly targeting the 0.618 if we were to just do a standard measurement from around $73. 0.618 at around $102,000. So measuring that would be a nice 44% move in a wave B, right? That is a massive move. And we've seen this multiple times in different bear markets. I can actually show you quickly. Let's go to the daily time frame. We've seen that specific move multiple times before, where we have a move towards the downside, this sharp move towards the downside, and we had this rally here, right? This rally, everyone was probably thinking no, Bitcoin's back. There's a 46% move, right? That is the B wave rally that we are literally talking about. It's happened before again in 20, I'm trying to remember now. This is on the Coinbase chart, so it ends quite quickly. Let's quickly go to the index chart and let me see if I can find it. So here was the one rally, there was the bear market, here was another, there was the bear market. We had another similar move up. I know this ended up being some form of triangle, but we had another move up here, right? This would have been an A down and a B up, right? If we had standardly looked at it. So if we're looking at here, this is another, I mean, this is 100% move in a B wave, right? So these are the moves that we're trying to catch if the bear market has indeed started. Here's another one. That move up 102%, right? These are the moves we're trying to catch if this is a bear market and we're looking at the chart like this. That would mean we have a move all the way down here, all the way to 72, an ABC up, and that would be a massive, massive profit on your trading possibility. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going away now for some holiday, right? So I'll be back in the new year making videos. But I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas and New Year's. Have a very blessed time. It's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.